Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another live. My name is Elisha Jacobs. If you're viewing this on the replay, thank you so much. If you are live, let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much for tuning into today's live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm going to give Facebook a few minutes to just notify people that I'm live. And also, I am going to share this out to my community very quickly so we can get into today's live stream. If you're viewing this on YouTube, hello, welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, we are going to go all in today. Let me pull up my comments area so I can see uh, any live responses. Hey now. Okay, so I am so excited to be in this space to share on systems and how you can simplify your life with systems as an online business owner. If you've been following me for a minute, this has been a consistent message. Excuse me. All right, so this has been a consistent messaging being in the tech field for over 15 plus years and really understanding the importance of leveraging systems and automation to grow an online business. Um, as an online business owner myself, I know of the frustrations, I know of the challenges, I know all the ins and outs and all the things that entrepreneurs or online business owners or business owners in general have to do. We have so many things that we need to be managing. And so when it comes to simplifying our day-to-day operations, simplifying processes in our business, simplifying tasks, getting more time out of our day to do the things that we love, and all of that good jazz. It gets to us, it's overwhelming. And so, this is why I've created not only a space in my various communities, but also I wanted to create a resource for online business owners, especially those in the service provider space, whether you're a coach, a consultant, a content creator. Once you're in the service industry, I really wanted to create a resource for you to know the exact fundamental systems that you need in your online business to grow. A lot of times we wait until we have a large demand in clients or clientele, and then we decide to implement systems. But that is a wrong concept and a wrong notion to approach building a profitable and sustainable business online. What you want to do, you want to make sure that the foundational aspects of your business is laid properly, more or less, and you are able to build on that foundation. Meaning that you need to have certain key things in place. I know when we're coming into the online space, there's much emphasis on you going live, doing social media marketing, making sure that your website is there, making sure that your logo is there, and making sure that all the things um from an aesthetic standpoint, from um connection and engagement standpoint is there, but we never really take time to really prioritize the back end of our business. What goes on behind the website? What goes on behind the everyday posting of your social media content? And so when we're looking at streamlining your business, I'm not only looking at, oh, how can I apply or use technology to automate a specific step. That is key, that is important, but you also want to be paying attention to the overall operations of your business, because if you have certain gaps in your operations, it's going to cause a problem. And for weeks, years, I have seen this as a common trend where businesses are failing to meet the needs and the demands of their customers because they are not having key fundamental systems in place. So, what are those key fundamental systems? You want to ensure that not only your website, and your website is a whole ecosystem in itself, but you want to ensure that your payment processors are working. You're making it easy for people to pay you. You're making it easy for people to interact and engage with you. And so I want you to think about streamlining your business from the perspective of what your customer journey looks like. What is your customer journey? And inside the guide that I've recently published, I really delve into the customer journey because everything actually evolves around your customer journey in terms of the products and services that you provide. Now, when somebody's coming to your business or your brand, they either became aware of you on social media, they became aware, they may have seen a piece of content that you've posted on some social platform. And so they become aware, they became curious. And so they went to your link in bio, they went to your website. And so m- they may have made a purchase, they may have opted into your email community. And so when you are acquiring, a lot of us spend so much time in that awareness stage of the customer journey where we're trying to grab the attention of our ideal clients. And so we never tend to look beyond when they come into the email community, when we get their contact information. And so this is why inside the guide, I really went really deep into sharing how do you look at your systems with regards to your customer journey. All right. How do you match the two? Because everything is interlinked, everything is connected to each other. You cannot have one without the other. You can't say that you want to make money and you not have systems in place to make the money. You cannot say that you want to sell X item and you don't have the systems in place to sell X item. Before, persons were finding other alternatives to collect payment from their customers. But one of the things that you will have to become comfortable with, one of the things that you need to accept as a business owner operating in a digital or the online space, is that you need to have streamlined systems. You need to invest in systems. What it is that I need to process payments with. Am I on the right platform for my website? Is my website, the features and the versatility and the robustness of the website, can it facilitate today, tomorrow, I go viral on social for some interesting reason that the algorithm allow me to go viral, right? And people start flooding to your link in bio or they start to flood to your website. Can your website facilitate the capacity of users on that platform? These are questions that we need as business owners to start thinking about strategically. We need to start thinking about these things strategically. We need to understand, okay, these are the things that I need to put in place in order to scale and grow my business. These are the things that I need to put in place that later on down the road, I have them in place just in case somebody comes in, just in case I have an influx or a demand from my ideal clients. So one part is you doing the marketing, but please do not forget the back end of your business. Do not forget that you need to have certain key elements in place. You need to have your lead generation systems. What does that look like? How does it move? How does it seamlessly flow into each other? What are your selling systems? What are your marketing systems? What is your customer service systems? And the customer service bit is a whole different live stream for a different day. Right? Because yes, we want to make the sale, but what actually happens after the sale? What actually happens after the sale? And for a lot of us, when we looking at retention strategies, and these are all key terms as a business owner that you need to be thinking about and needing to be positioning yourself and your brand and your company to start thinking like a CEO. What would be my retention strategy for retaining customers? Because interesting fact, it's harder to acquire a new customer than if you already have a customer. You can continue nurturing them and they become repeat customers, and they in turn become raving fans to your brand and your business. All of that is tied into customer service. So what does your customer service or customer experience systems look like? Right? Currently I'm looking I have on my wall, I have and I usually do this for every year, where I kind of outline the strategic um, segments inside of my business. I know as a CEO of my business, I'm responsible for leadership. I'm responsible for client success. I'm responsible for content. Those are my three strategic areas, but they're broken down into sub areas because this is where I'm going to get into the nitty gritty of really understanding what my processes are, what my systems are, and then at the foundational level of it is my marketing and my content. How does my content going to translate to sales? How is it going to translate from sales to creating advocates or raving fans that will promote my business? And so now I have to think strategically in that regard on the back end, and also tying everything into my systems. So what does my lead generation systems look like? What does my marketing systems look like? What does my sales systems look like? And by extension, what does my customer service systems look like? These are the important systems that you need to be thinking about in order to streamline your business. Right? These are the things that you need to be thinking about. And so when it comes to building a profitable company online, because of where the internet is moving into right now, it's starting to evolve. And if you're on the online space, you see the rise of artificial intelligence, or also known as AI. The rise of AI in terms of majority of the platforms that we're using, or majority of the subscription of services that we're using inside of our businesses, they are implementing some form of AI. And so now online business owners have to be asking themselves, how can I utilize AI in my business? How can I really leverage AI in my business? For some of them, it's about the content creation. It's simplifying the content creation process. What used to take hours take a few minutes now. And so that is good because you're getting more time to do the things that you need to get done inside of your business, and you're not spending long amount of hours creating content. Now, that's on the marketing side. Now, when it comes to using AI, let's say in the sales process, and so this is where the implementation of automated campaigns may come in. This is where you might want to be thinking about implementing a chatbot onto your checkout pages or onto your website. If people have questions, what are some of the frequently asked questions? It's not enough about putting it on a page or creating a page on your website called frequently asked questions. 9 out of 10 times, people are not going to be reading that page. They're not even going to be searching your website for that page. Everybody wants to have access to somebody in a brand or a business that they can speak to. This is where AI comes in. This is where your customer service system comes in, because you can leverage chatbots and automated messenger or automated messages to communicate with your clients, right? And so, like I said, the rise of AI, or the rise of artificial intelligence, is causing entrepreneurs as well as small business owners who are operating in the online space to really rethink their growth strategy and their approach to systems. We are not at we are long past the point of putting off investing in systems because of the rapid changes, and I can guarantee you what the data is showing. In the next 6 months, things are going to be different in terms of how businesses have to interact with their clients, how they have to interact with their audience. And so you're seeing many platforms are making the switches because they understand the trajectory of where the internet is heading to in its third version. And so you, as an online business owner, whether you have an e-commerce store or you're a service provider or you're a coach, you're a consultant, you are creative, you're a content creator, you're an influencer, you need to understand that you need to have certain key elements, certain key components or systems in place. Start from now thinking how you're going to streamline your business. Have the right systems in place. All right, have the right systems in place. I can remember just the other day I was having a conversation with one of my community members, and she was telling me, oh my gosh, she can't understand it. There's so much things that needs to happen on the back end of having a business online. And I'm like, you have not even scratched the surface of half of the things that you need to implement. And she felt so overwhelmed because she has so much to manage. She is a mom. She has so much to manage. And so running this business and having to remember to do different things, it's getting to her. Now, like I said to her, listen, you can cut the stress by implementing systems. You need to now identify what are your daily processes, what are the daily tasks, create systems around those processes, create standard operating procedures, and we take it from there. And I'm happy to say that she has been less stressed and more relaxed, and she's able to focus on the things that she loved doing in her business. That's creating content, serving her clients. And also, she has more time in the evening to spend more time with her family. So when I talk about implementing and streamlining your business, I'm looking at it from a holistic standpoint. For many of us, we're building legacies and we're building businesses, but it's taking up too much of our time and we're not getting to do the things that we need to get done, not only in the business of itself, but also in our personal lives. There must be a balance. There must be a balance. There must be a balance between being the owner of a business, and there must be a balance in your personal life. Take it from me, I had my burnout last year. And this was between September and December. I had a major burnout. I had to take 2 weeks off, completely shut down my computer, every device, and just recover. For some people, they had to shut down their entire business for a year, 6 months, 3 months, just so that they can get back into the flow of things. I don't want you to be stressed. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I don't want you to be stuck in your business. But there's some key things that you need to have in place. Apart from those key things, you must have balance. For me, let me give you an example of what my daily routine looks like. as a systems person, I systemize almost all my processes, all, and I say almost all. There's some key things that I have to go in and I have to get done. And that is a given. You can't automate every single thing, but there's some key processes that I needed to automate. Apart from that, I systemize a lot of the operations behind the scenes of my business. Now, with that, I can get lost in client work. I can get lost in client work. Yes, I may have my to-do list and my planners of what I need to get done for the day, but I can get lost doing some key tasks for clients. And those who've worked with me, like in a one-on-one capacity or what they call a coaching capacity, I could spend hours doing setting up systems and obsessing of getting the system working properly. That is how I work. But I say all of that to say I had to learn. Yes, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but I had to learn how to balance. I had to learn how to balance because what actually happened to me last year was I was spending so much time fixing other working with other small businesses and fixing other entrepreneurs back end that I was going beyond the hours that I have set for myself. And that's not working smart because you become tired. It might not be a physical tiredness, but it became a mental tiredness. And so I would go for hours. I can remember one day I worked from like 4 in the morning and I went until I think it was minutes to 12 the night. And those were hours. And yes, between that, I did take breaks. Yes, I did eat, drink my water, had a 5 minute relaxation or something. But because there was no balance, and because I said, well, okay, listen, the client work is coming in and I need to get X, Y, and Z done, things became unbalanced. So from 4 in the afternoon when I'm supposed to be off, I'm working. What I didn't realize that it was affecting me not only mentally because I'm always thinking and I always have to be strategizing and creating for other business owners in terms of systems, but also physically I was tired and I've been going like that for days. And so this is why I brought up you need to have balance. You need to have your personal balance and you also need to have your business balance. If you know you're working between 9 to 5 in your business, you want to allocate times for lunch break or rest. You want to allocate certain times when you're focusing on client work. You want to allocate time when you're dedicated to engaging with your communities. You want to allocate time where you want to work on your business in terms of maybe reviewing your data, reviewing your analytics, doing back end work, especially for those who have to manage it on their own for now. If it's a case that you have a team, even with having a team, you can be overwhelmed because for a lot of us as business owners, because we come up and we build our baby, so to speak, we build this business and we put in hard work and we put in all the sweat equity and we labored for days and nights with it. When it comes to building the team, we don't know how to successfully delegate. And being um doing delegation or delegating to our team members and letting the team members do their work and not you micromanaging them, that is a whole conversation for another time, right? So having streamlined systems in your business help you to regain time. I have systems in my business that I'm able to say, I today For instance, yesterday was my CEO day. I'm not working with clients on Monday. I think all my clients know this by now. I do not work with clients on Monday. But I have systems in place that if I don't even want to touch a computer, but I just want to maybe do a brain dump of ideas that I have floating around in my head and I need to get it down on paper, I automate or I schedule my posts to social media. And it's interesting that a lot of people think that I'm online all the time, but I'm not online all the time. It's the systems working for me, right? So I schedule my reels to go out on the various platforms. I think the only platform that will get that ball by ball commentary, and if I remember to do it, is Instagram. Because if you follow me on Instagram and you see my stories, I usually post the behind the scenes of what I'm doing on a daily basis. So basically, that's the vlog, um, the behind the scenes of what goes on in my business. And so yesterday was my CEO day. Yesterday was the first time in a long time for a CEO day that I did not sit at this computer. I was on my phone, yes, I was on my tablet, but I was not at this computer. And so this is what happens when you have your processes streamlined. This is what happens when you have your systems implemented and you let the system work for you. You let the systems work for you. So when I return to the desk today, I am more relaxed, I am more energetic, and I'm ready to take on the next day with starting with client work, doing all the things that I need to get done, and even scheduling time to do this live. Right? So you want to ensure that you're creating balance in your business. By doing this, you are implementing systems. By doing this, you are automating your processes, you're automating your repetitive daily tasks. If you find that you're spending hours on posting your content to social media, come on now. There are so many different scheduling tools that are available for you to post your stuff to social media automatically. For a lot of people, they don't know or they haven't really realized that it is a thing now. But inside of the Instagram app, if you're doing reels on Instagram, inside of the Instagram app of itself, you can schedule your reels. You can schedule your posts directly inside of Instagram. These platforms are making it easy for you, so you're not spending so much time. And for me, when I'm doing content, I usually spend a lot of time on the platform because I went onto the platform to post and find that I started to scroll and get into other things that I wasn't supposed to get into. So to cut that out and to get more time back in my business, I had to utilize the scheduling tool, scheduling my reels and my posts, and even sometimes it goes on Instagram as sorry, Facebook or YouTube as well. I use the scheduling tool. Identify those things that cause you to spend more time on it on a daily basis. And then when you look at it, you start at 9, and when you look at it, it's 12 o'clock. And then you be like, oh gosh, half of the day went. Look at those things that you're doing on a daily basis that take up a lot of your time. Write out the individual tasks or steps that you usually take to do that specific one thing that takes up a lot of time. And if you can find a tech solution that you can use to schedule or automate, you can implement it. Once you implement that system, you are now able to have more time in your business, to serve your clients, to create products, to build um your services up or build the experience of your clients up, and also focus on the different passions of your business. Let your systems work for you. Let your automations work for you. Let your automations work for you. And so I went in depth with systems, foundational systems that you need to have inside of your business. I have given about For each system, I've given strategies and tips on how you can implement it inside of your business. Now, if you want to have access to that ebook, e-guide or ebook, it is free for a limited time. It is free. So to get access to it, if you're on YouTube, you can view the link inside of the description. If you are on any other platform, I'm going to drop it. It's above this video, especially those on the replay. And I'm also dropping it in the comments below. And you can have access to that ebook. It is a great ebook. I really spend a lot of time putting in the necessary things that you need to have inside of your business, every piece of element, the foundational systems that you need to have. Yes, the website is important. Yes, your logo is important. Yes, pictures and your graphics and your photo shoot, all of those branding photos are important. But please make your systems a priority. If you want to grow in this online economy or this digital economy, you need to have your systems in place. You need to have your systems in place, right? So, if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comments down below. Questions, comments, you can drop it in the comments down below. And let me know, how are you using systems and automation? More specifically, how are you using AI inside of your business? Have you delved into AI yet? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments, especially those who are viewing this on the replay. Let me know, what are your thoughts on it? How are you scared of it? Are you a bit apprehensive? Do you have concerns? Let me know in the comments down below. And before we go, I'm going to share with you one little strategy that you can use today inside of your business. And I came across this, like I said, my mind always running. Let me pull this up. So I want you to think about what this is like going into a more technical term, but funnels. So basically, a funnel is more or less different stages that a potential customer takes from getting from knowing who you are as a brand or business to becoming a paying customer for your products and services. And so I'm going to leave one strategy with you, seeing that you're on the live. Thank you so much. Um, I'm going to leave one strategy with you. You must have an educational component to your business or your brand. Yes, acquiring leads are important. Acquiring or building your email list is important, but you must have an educational component in your brand or your business. Whether you're a product based business or your service based business, it applies to both. You need to educate your audience as to why it is that they should choose you as the go to brand to solve their problem with your service, or to purchase your product for them to enhance the quality of their life. I'm just giving that as an example. And so that educational component, I want you to think about something that is going to provide them with a quick win, is going to be resourceful for their, be it their life or their business, depending on your industry. And always remember how to tie it back to your products and services. So that's a strategy, right? So a strategic approach to when it comes to educating your audience, you want to ensure that you have something that is either adding value, it's a quick win or resource. It's going to add value or become a valuable resource to their business or their life. And also it's tied to your products and your services, right? So think upon that. And you basically, that is a little system, a micro system. And what you can do with that, you can nurture your audience to take the next step. Because Sending one email, welcome them into your email community is not enough. People need to be hearing from you very often, and some brands are aggressive with emails. Some brands send emails every single day. All right. Now, if you opt into their email list, this is what is something that you should be expecting, that they're going to emailing you very often. All right. So you can tell your community that upfront, that you're going to be emailing them either weekly, and you tell them upfront in that first email so they can expect it. And so people need to hear from you not every minute of the day, but they need to be hearing from you consistently and frequently in order to move from one step of them just looking on at your brand and your business to becoming a paying customer. All right. So I hope that that strategy has been helpful. Make sure you have an educational component in your business that will add value to your client, your prospective customers, that it will become a very resourceful tool or something of great value and resource to their life or their business. And also, it is tied to your products or services, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, please ensure that you are thinking about your systems. And again, if this is too much for you and you like, Alicia, I don't have time. This is not my jam. I'm not even gonna go down this road. How can you help me? Well, thank you for asking. There are two ways in which you can work with me. The first option is you can join my monthly community that is a subscription based community where I do weekly sessions with my community members. I go more in depth. They have access to resources, they can ask questions, and they get expert advice on how to grow their business. They're not only getting the advice from me, but also fellow business owners as well. And they have a wealth of resources, courses, templates, and all of that. So, if you're interested to join the weekly community, then you can I'm going to drop a link in the chat, and you can go to workwithelicia.com. So in that link you will see how to join the community. If you want to work with me in a one-on-one capacity to get the full experience, I do have my systems from scratch service. That is my done for you service, where I help you to set up, um, and I do it for you more or less, set up all the systems inside of your business. We create strategies around those systems. We look at your processes. We look at your customer journey. We choose the right tech solutions for your business and the whole jazz. And so that is a 4 month or 16 weeks service option. So you can work with me in that one-on-one capacity. That is the only service I have with regards to systems and automation services. So you can visit workwithelicia.com for more information on how you can work with me, whether it's in my one-on-one service or inside of the monthly subscription community. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that this session was very helpful and you were able to take something away, and it's gotten you to start rethinking about your the back end of your business and how you can start getting more time, how you can be more streamlined and positioning your business to profit. All right. So thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys back in the next live stream. Thank you for sharing this live out. If you have a business bestie and they know that the information that you've heard would help them as well, please do share out the stream or the replay. I very much appreciate it, and have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.